Yes, we are live over here. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode with FC RAMSAY. And on the Saturdays, we are having the epic live matches. It is the Mohun Bagan Super Giants who are going against FC Goa. This is the last game in the Indian Super League, which it is going to happen. And staying at the top, Mohun Bagan has got 53 points up against FC Goa. What is that going to be the scoreline? Because in the previous leg, Mohun Bagan has got those defeats. FC Goa has caused those upsets to Mohun Bagan. Whether that is going to hold true or not, it is the watch we are having, and on the other hand, it is also the likes of Bayern who are going on against Bochum VFL. Will that be true? Because Vincent Company over here, look at the lineups. Oh my god. Could you have just imagined that Vincent Company with this lineup? I couldn't believe this. Look at that. It is Thomas Muller, which Vincent Company is picking up on those striking positions. It is Gnabry and Sane, both of them. The birthday boy Sane is also there looking to make us hoop out of this. It is Goretzka, it is Guerrero, Palina in the mid pitch, Hiroki Ito on the centre backs, Eric Dyer on the centre backs, Stanisic and Sachaboy, as well as it is Jonas Upik, the new man in the squad in the starting lineups. Oh my god, what a fresh new starting lineup that is from Vincent Company against VFL Bochum. What a new starting lineup. Can you guys just imagine the previous fixture in the Champions League where Bayern has got those 3 goals win, and now Vincent Company going with this new lineup. We have been consistently saying that the rotation of the players for Vincent Company was not looking this season, and he was sticking to his perfect number one squad most of the times, not going for those changes in the team. But look at that, after that win against Leverkusen, today is a chill stream. This is going to be a chill stream. This is going to be a chill stream because Manuel Neuer not present, Daniel Peretz not present, Bayern's third choice in the goalkeeping positions, Jonas Ubik, the man who made his debut in the Champions League. He hasn't done those performances in the domestics. I mean, in the Bundesliga, he hasn't got those appearances, but he goes for Jonas Ubik in the substitution against Leverkusen. That was a 3-goal whooping win, at all the pain which we were having against Leverkusen. It has been whitewashed. It has been completely whitewashed. Nothing is there, no stains of those pains, no marks of those agony, no marks of those depressions against Leverkusen. Everything has been turned upside down. And in the Champions League, Bayern getting those victories. It was the same game at the Alliance in the DFB Pokal where Bayern got those red cards. It was Manuel Neuer who got those red cards in the DFB Pokal in the month of November. That was the game in the month of December. But it was again in the Champions League fixtures where Manuel Neuer had to be substituted. He got those injuries on those celebration moments, and it was Jonas Ubik making those. But those 3-goal wins over Leverkusen, that was a big. Vincent Company has made his bold statement that he has achieved all the discrepancies, all the agonies, all the worries that Vincent Company is not doing good. Vincent Company is not that perfect fit. Vincent Company is not doing this. Vincent Company is not doing that. Everything has been just whitewashed. It has been whitewashed. No denying the fact Bayern in the Bundesliga are at the top, and in the Champions League fixtures That was against Leverkusen, where they were failing to win in the past 7 games. Bayern got that 3 goal win. And over here, look at that lineup which Vincent Company is having. Thomas Muller not given any chances of those eminent playtime. I mean, that legendary man Thomas Muller being not given those chances. Now, today, he is there in the starting lineup for the center forward. Vincent Company is doing those changes. It is Goretzka, it is Guerrero in the mid pitch. None of the matches in this season we have seen Guerrero playing in the mid pitch. It is most of the times where Guerrero has been seen on the left backs, on the right backs, on those sweeper back positions. But now Vincent Company going with Guerrero on the mid pitch. That is different view of Company. Gnabry and Sane pairing up together. I mean, Vincent Company mostly has been sticking with Coman, or it is the likes of Olise in their starting pairings, or it is the likes of Sane, or it is the likes of Coman, or it is the likes of Olise. But Gnabry and Sane, this team looking like that previous, 3 years back from here now. If we look, those starting lineups from Bayern, it is those wing forwards, Gnabry and Sane. They have to perform. They have got those goals. Sane has got 6. Gnabry has got 3 to 4 goals. Few of those assists as well. But they haven't been seen much performing. But this new starting lineup said Company, this is a good slapstick for the previous game which we had, and it is that celebration moment. We won't be talking much. And those of you who are watching this stream, do give us all your votes on the chat section. It is whether with this lineup Vincent Company are going to get, Bayern, Bavaria, are they going to get those wins? VfL, Bochum, are they going to get those? Mariners, Bagan, are they going to get those wins? Or it is the Gors, FC Goa, are they going to get those? The poll section is over here on the chat, which has been pinned, and give your votes on that. But again, look at that. It is Stanisic being picked up in the first lineup. It is the first time where Company is going with that. Hiroki Ito on the centre backs. First time it was seen against the likes of Celtic, where Hiroki Ito was seen making his presence. Eric Dyer is also there on the centre backs. Sacha Boy also being given the starting lineup with the pairing of Jwara Surbe. That is, Vincent Company is having some sort of good moment. That is some sort of relief moment from Vincent Company. You can't deny that. Company is doing those statements good, and now he is seen making those rotations. He has been compelled because we fans were consistently saying that Vincent Company needs to make those changes. This is the lineup for Bayern, but also in the other aspect, the game going on between the Mohun Bagan Super Giants as well as FC Goa. This is the last game of the Indian Super League for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants and FC Goa. And in the table, if you look about it, this is the Mohun Bagan and FC Goa ISL table over here, and the game has begun. But with the lineups, Molina with this has gone with the likes of Petratos, Thapa, Stewart, Manveer Singh, Colasso, Ashikunyan on the left backs, Rai on the right backs, Aldred and Rodriguez with the likes of Apuya in the mid pitch. No Deepak Tangri for today, as well as no McLaren, Petratos and Stewart being given those starting lineups. But FC Goa has caused those upsets. Can that be the thing to watch? It is still on those 21st minutes, 0 each for both the teams. This is the celebration moment which Mohun Bagan Super Giants are having, and back to back getting those 2 ISLs None of the teams in the Indian Super League has been able to achieve this, and this will be the seventh big Indian title which Mohun Bagan will be boasting. No denying the fact. And in the stats over here, it is Goa who is possessing it much. Passes they are making it, accuracy also they're having those good stunts, but no denying the fact the Super Giants will get it anyway. This game is not that going to be much critical because the Mohun Bagan Super Giants has already got those shield. But after this game, it is inside the box. Look at that. It was Anirudh Thapa trying to get a cut in into the box. Ashik Kunyan was also there. Some sort of movement was for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants to get into it. Ashik Kunyan cuts that into the mid-page, but Thapa went for those far post moments. Petrados with that cross, the header moment denied. Mohun Bagan Super Giants have already got their shield and they are at the first spot. They will be going to the AFC Champions League Group 2 where they will be playing, and apart from that it will be the ISL Cup which will also be held. I mean, the teams who are going to be on the third position to the sixth position will be getting those home advantages who are staying higher than the others to get in the top four, and then there will be a two-leg semi-finals for the top four teams. It is FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giants who has already got those two spots in the ISL Cup, and what is going to be the next third and fourth will be depending upon Mohun Bagan at the top and Goa at the second are already on those two semi-final spots. Northeast and Bengaluru, can they make it, or it is the likes of Jamshedpur, because Jamshedpur and Bengaluru are at 38 points, as well as Northeast. Oh my god, the third, fourth and fifth in the ISL are with the same points. Northeast has those goal difference advantage. Bengaluru second to that, Jamshedpur third to that, but Odisha, will they make that? Odisha, will they be make that, or Mumbai City is the team, because Odisha at the sixth is having 33 points, Mumbai City at the seventh, if you look at the table, are also at those 33 points. It will be a close contest, but at the eighth spot, Kerala Blasters way behind to get any sort of chances in the top six to go for those ISL Cup. So yes, that will be the fate which will be decided upon the last matches. But this game, Mohun Bagan and FC Goa, this is the last game which these two are playing, and they have already qualified for those semi-final spots in the ISL Cup. But Mohun Bagan will also play that AFC Group 2 phase to be playing to get those qualifications for the AFC Champions League. That will be the story. But we will be moving on to the game between Bayern and Bochum over here. It is Vincent Company who is going with this lineup. Oh my god. Vincent Company with this new lineup. It will be much amazing to watch. It will be much amazing to watch. How is Vincent Company going to get that big over here? It is inside the box. Some moment for Colasso, but being denied. Oh my god. Mohun Bagan Super Giants are trying, looking, penetrating into the box of FC Goa, but FC Goa has caused those upsets. But in the same day, two matches. Look at that. Look at that. It is Thomas Muller who is coming onto the pitch. Jonas Ubig is there. Stanisic is there. Dyer, Goretzka, Palhina, Guerrero, look at that. Musiala has been on the sidelines. Davis, oh my god. Vidovic will be the man whom I will be looking to have a watch. Gabriel Vidovic will also be the man whom I will be having a watch of. No denying the fact it is the likes of Urbig, the likes of Vidovic, whom I will be also wanting to have in those starting lineups. That is something going to be a huge one because this game at the Alliance Arena, look at that. The whole of the stadium is jam packed. Whole of the stadium is jam packed. I mean, to talk about the games between Bochum and the likes of Bayern, I mean, in those head-to-head performances, Bochum has caused those upsets to Bayern previous year in the month of February 2024 in the Bundesliga. They got those 3-2 upsets. That was a big disheartening one, and in that fixture, it was a penalty moment which Bochum has got. It was the likes of young back Asano and the likes of Stroger getting those 3 goals, but Bayern got that with the likes of Musiala and Kane. The fixtures which happened, but in the recent fixtures where Bayern and Bochum faced, it was a 5-0 win. But Bochum has been seen causing those upsets time and again. Again, it was in the year 2022 where they got those 4-2 wins. On head-to-head comparison, it is Bayern who has got 9 wins, Bochum who has got 2 wins, but there hasn't been a single draw. Either way, either a home or away, whatever that is, for Bayern against Bochum, all the fixtures has got a result. I mean, it hasn't been sharing the points. Those moments hasn't been the aspect between these two teams in the Bundesliga for the past 11 meetings they had. Look at that. Acha boy, in the starting lineups, can we just imagine? Stanisic, Dyer, Ito. Oh my god. Vincent Company is making those good statements. And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the chat section who is going to get those wins. It is the Mohun Bagan Super Giants or it is the likes of Bayern. Vincent Company is seeing, oh my god, Vincent Company is tying the knots of his pants. The way he is approaching, oh my god. Brendan Kemps, the referee on the pitch, tosses that. Bochum, who has won that. Thomas Muller, given those captain armbands, look at that. In the Bundesliga, Vincent Company is taking those all moments, but it will be the watch to have. Jonas Subik, the man. Come on, bright young boy. Come on, bright. Show your character today in this game. Show your big character today in this game, big boy. You have to make that. And Bayern are wearing those 125th anniversary. Where are our 125th anniversary jersey, guys? Where is our 125th anniversary jersey? We have ordered that a long time back. Look at that New Jersey 125th anniversary jersey, which Bayern is having that red one with those golden stripes. It is looking so amazing. It is looking so amazing. That is looking like something big. But all eyes will be on Jonas Verbeek for today. All eyes will be on Jonas Verbeek for today. Can this new lineup cause those big ones? All fresh in the starting lineups. Muller, I mean, that legendary player making his starting lineup fresh. Verbeek, Stanisic, Ito. I would want these players to stay for a long term. They have been performing, but what are those aspects of Verbeek? That will be the watch to have for today. The game is about to begin. Bochum back passes that to Horn. Their goalkeeper goes for that long shot. Oh my god, that is a good shot. Ito getting those left footer clearances. Look at that. Ito just clears that ball good. That is what you have to do, guys. Goretzka on the mid pitch trying to find Sane. Stanisic. Stanisic is the man staying on the right backs. Ito on the left backs. So Stanisic and Dyer are prominently staying on those centre backs with the likes of Goretzka. Palhina back passes to Goretzka, looking good. Back to Dyer. Look at that white and red jersey of those 125th anniversary. That is looking huge. That is looking huge on the pitch. Where is my jersey, guys? When is my jersey going to come? It has been ordered long time back. It has been ordered long time back. The kickoff has begun and Thomas Muller in those lineups. It is looking so good for today. It is looking so good for today. No terms of reviewing this team. No terms of reviewing this team for today. Man has made those big things happening, and those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the chat section who is going to get those wins and who are going to get those upsets. The poll section has been pinned on the chat. Dyer goes for Stanisic. Look at that. Stanisic is getting those hold movement good on the pitch. Ito. Back to Dyer. It is such a boy again. Sane dropping down. Will he make for a mid-pitch? Oh my god, look at that. Sane, but the boy is making those count big. He is coming on for those dribbling moments. Is Leroy Sane gaining those form back on the pitch? Ito again goes for Guerrero. Dyer. Stanisic. Look at that. It is T on the centre backs. Mid pitch, it is Palina staying good. Company with this new fresh squad is also going for those three centre back options. That is a fall to Hiroki Ito on the pitch. Man is having that rotation, too good. Man is having that rotation with this, too good. Gnabry again dropping down. Gets Ito. It is that compatibility with Ito where he is going for those Leroy Sané movement. Those crosses are happening to change those wings, but Sané couldn't get that ball onto his position. Joshua Kimmich, is he going to get those contract extensions? Definitely he is going to get those contract extensions, and sooner or later it will be announced, but it is those delay moments which Bayern won't want that, and it won't be appreciated much from Joshua Kimmich. He has to get those contract extensions soon. Gnabry on the mid pitch, Goretzka, that is a foul to him. That is a big foul to Goretzka on the pitch. I mean, looking at this lineup from Bayern, man, this is looking amazing. This is looking amazing. This is the first time where all the centre backs from Bayern are present for those substitutions. All the forwards are there for those substitutions. It is the injuries of Pavlovic, the man. If Pavlovic would have been there, he would have been the choice, which company would have been going. Manuel Neuer and Bookman is the man. That is a cross into the pitch. Sane goes for it. Deflection. I want to see that speed from such a boy. I want to see those dribblings from Vidovic too. I want to see those dribblings from Vidovic as well. And he goes for Muller. What is that? Thomas Muller pointing that on the pitch. Gnabry, Ito. It is now that first touch from Jonas Ubig. Look at his composure, look at his character. I want to see those characters to be displayed by Jonas Ubig as well for today. Boy goes first, Stanisic. Look at that mid-pitch presence from Guerrero. He is moving, he is running. Guerrero is the man. He is seen doing those hard work time and again. Guerrero in the mid-pitch, whenever he comes in, he does those. Sane protects that ball from going on for those throw. It is those mid passes, but the centre back aspect from Ito, he is moving in much high up onto the mid pitch. Eric Dyer and the likes of Hiroki Ito, they both are staying so close on the pitch. But that aspect from Palina, he is not getting involved on those one touch passes. Palina is still remaining that odd man on the pitch. Palina is still remaining that odd man out on the pitch. A good challenge that is from him. Palina, look at that. Palina is making those destroying moments on the pitch. Palina is making those destroying moments on the pitch, but as well as he has to be involved in those one touch passes to be happening. And on the other hand, Mohun Bagan Supergiants and FC Goa, it is 36 minutes, still goalless. 36 minutes and still it is goalless. Mohun Bagan Supergiants 0, FC Goa 0 so far. Still, this game is goalless both for Mohun Bagan Supergiants and FC Goa. Company is having his hands inside his pockets. Is that a relaxing moment for him? Is Vincent Company getting those relaxing movements on the sidelines? Stanisic goes wide. Gnabry, come on, chef, give your character on the show. Gnabry is having that number 7. Sane is having those number 10. Give your worth of those number 7 and number 10 on the page, guys. Ito, Dyer, Stanisic. This centre back pairing is looking lethal. This centre back pairing is looking lethal. They are maintaining those gaps. They are maintaining those fluidity as well. But I would want to see more from Palina on those build-ups to be happening. That is a chip shot. Inside that, Gnabry gets that. Thomas Muller with it. Leroy Sané will collect it. Man, that was close. That was close. The flags are raised. Nonetheless, the flags are raised. Look at that. Thomas Muller was offside. It has been rarely seen Thomas Muller getting those flags raised. Yes, we have got those votes that Bayern are getting those wins, and as well as we have got those votes that the Mohun Bagan Supergiants are also going to get those wins. And yes, those of you who are giving those votes, kindly just give your names on the chat section as well, so that we can conduct those giveaways at the end of this month. Hiroki Ito trying to get that clearance. I mean, this presence of Ito, Dyer, and Stanisic, it is looking too lethal. It is looking lethal. it is looking damn lethal. I mean, with this lineup, Bayern will be trying to find that new center back pairing apart from the likes of Kim Min Jae, Upamecano, Davis. But it is that right back moment where they have to get a player who will be getting those performances. Will Sacha Boey be the man who can get those moments? Will he be the starting lineups? Because most of the time, Sacha Boey, the man, is staying on injuries. He is coming on and going on like a wind blowing with no direction. Stanisic, will he be that right back options? Ito, will he be tested on those right back options? It is that corner. Jonas Ubig gets that deflection good. Look at that move from Jonas Ubig. He made his presence felt. Jonas Ubig made his team felt his presence on that corner on the pitch. Look at that. Ubig is showing his character. Ubig is showing his character. Again inside the box. Bochum with that throw. Ubig collects that ball. Good. Passes that with his hand. Goretzka moving high up. Ito back to die again. But look at that. Ubig is staying high on the pitch. Ubig is staying high on the pitch. Look at that. Jonas Ubig is staying high on the pitch. But Sacha Boey is making those hurried decisions on the pitch with those passes. Stay with those position, boy. Don't need to make those hurried passes on the pitch. It is going to be a chill stream for today because definitely it is after those wins where Bayern will be looking inside the box. Gnabry gets a cut in. He has a fall, and that is the first goal. Rafael Guerrero has got it. Rafael Guerrero has got that first goal, and this new lineup from Vincent Company is also firing those goals into their opposition. Look at that. It is that first goal which this totally novice and new starting lineup has got. Gnabry got a fall into the box. Guerrero with those recovery ball. Net said good. Guerrero with that recovery ball with his left footer gets that and nets it so good. Was that a character from Gnabry to be shown because he was trying to get some sort of cut in, but most of the times Gnabry is seen trying to get those cut ins. That is the first goal which Bayern has got. How many more goals are we going to get today, boys? Eric Dyer, Palhina. Look at that one-touch passes which this new team is showing. They are really showing those characters. This new centre-back lineup is showing those characters on the pitch. No denying the fact this new defensive aspect, all in all, is showing those one-touch passes. To talk about that, Guerrero from the mid-pitch. Stanisic, Guerrero, these two are performing so good. Sane to Thomas Muller. Muller has a fall on the pitch. Referee is not showing those yellow cards so far. Oh my god. On the other hand, it is Mohun Bagan Super Giants who has also got that goal. What a moment just before the halftime. I mean, Bayern over here on the 16th minute has got those, and it is also Mohun Bagan Super Giants on those late first half has also got those goals. Oh my goodness. Mohun Bagan Super Giants against FC Goa, they are also getting those goals. That is a big win for today, boys. Saturdays are going to be a big one. Look at that. Look at that. What is that controversy which is happening? And FC Goa are just seen complaining to the referee about that. What is that all about? Yes, that goal stands. That goal stands for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. And Manveer Singh has got that goal. Look at that. It was Petrados having a fall on the pitch. Manveer from nowhere running with that speed. Oh my god, I think Petrados got a touch with that hand also. But on that fall, Manveer Singh getting those clearances from him and position back and netting it good. Manveer Singh has scored that hand. The Super Giants has also got those goals. No denying the fact Super Giants are going to get those wins. We were getting those good over here. But Mohun Bagan Super Giants has already clinched this league shield. So this game will definitely give those boosts to them that whether they are going to get those big upsets to FC Goa because it is that redemption game. Sane with that cross into the header. It was Eric Dyer. Oh my god, it was close. It was close for Bayern to get that second goal. It was close for Bayern to get that second goal. Again, that is a header. Eric Dyer trying to get it. Gnabry with that cross. Whew. That is the half-time over here. Mohun Bagan Super Giants against the likes of FC Goa, and it is 1-up Mohun Bagan Super Giants in the first half. But Bochum, on the other hand, have been known for causing those upsets at times. They have got those two wins in the past 3 years. Palina on the wings finds Gnabry. Both Gnabry and Sane are staying in on the right wings now. Ito over here covering that from the left mid pitch. Sanisek back passes. Ubik staying high up. Redska. Palina is seen making those passes. Palina is seen making those passes. Look at that. Palina, Eric Dyer, Sacha Boe. Boy is getting to cut in into the box. Denied. Bochum are parking their bus on the defensive pitch as usual, but on the counters, will that be happening for them? This is a total complete chill stream, guys. This is a chill stream because man needs to get those relaxed moments as well as those muscle memories to be toned up because the game they were having in the Bundesliga. It is Leroy Sané inside the box. Get that goal. That is a foul inside the box. A penalty must be given. Yes, that is given. And but a boy, Leroy Sané wins that penalty. But that passing, it was some sort of tactical gameplay. Guerrero made that happen with Thomas Muller, and Thomas Muller getting 8 clinical. Leroy Sané is seen. Leroy Sané with this new lineup is looking seen making those good moves. Hope Leroy Sané and Serge Gnabry get those moments back on the pitch. It would be a good one for Bayern, definitely. More of the competition will be seen between Olise Coman to be happening. I mean, if Serge Gnabry and Leroy Sané are getting those form back, it will be a much competition which will be seen on the wings. Who is going to get those starting lineups for Vincent Company if there are the options of four wing forwards? Much of the rotation will be happening and the players will be getting those rest moment as well, because the upcoming scheduled fixtures where the FIFA World Cup is also going to happen. Leroy, it is Gnabry who is taking those. Get it, that chef. Oh my God, Serge Gnabry missed that penalty, big one. Serge Gnabry misses that penalty, a big one. It hits the post. That penalty from Serge Gnabry is a miss. That is a miss at Alliance. It shows how poor you are in form today, boy. It shows how poor you are in form. Vincent Company will not be too delighted to watch that. It is that alarming moment which has, the bell has been rung, and it is those alarming moments to see that Gnabry missing those penalties. He is not at all in a good shape. He is not at all in a good form. It is those alarming moments where Bayern has to make those decisions. It is those big alarming moments where Bayern has to make those big decisions. At Alliance, you are missing those penalties. Ooh. But then also this new lineup, the players who will be getting those characters out of it will be seen much. Serge Gnabry missing penalty opportunity, and that too at the Alliance. That is something you might have to be worried about. Tennessee getting those clearances. Bochum are moving on to the counters. Palina getting those tackles good, destroying that on the mid pitch. That is what I'm saying. Palina on the mid pitch, he is a destroyer. He is a destroyer. He destroys the opposition completely. Look at that. Palina on the mid pitch, he is a big destroyer and he destroys the movement of the opposition. So good. But Serge Gnabry missing those penalties, oh my God. It is those alarming moments where you have to make those decisions. The next season in the summers, whether that is going to happen or not, and management will definitely need to make those big decisions now. Dyer to Palina, but those one-touch passes from Palina most of the time is not seen incoming. He is good on those defensive destroying moments, but from Palina, those one-touch passes are not seen much. He has to come up with those big play times to make that happen. Oh my God, Hiroki Ito. With that clearance, he is seen down. Number 21, Hiroki Ito has also got that. Will that be a big injury? This is what Ito does. Hiroki Ito is also a good character seen on the page, but at time he goes for those tackles, and this was the same way he got those injuries in those friendlies which Bayern were playing in the starting of this season, where there were the friendly matches being played, and it was the same way Hiroki Ito got those injuries in those friendly matches, and he was out for the most part of the first half of the season. Muller goes that for Gnabry, but no. Thus Gnabry must be looking upset. Thus Gnabry must be looking upset. No denying the fact, Thus Gnabry will be looking upset. He is missing those big time, boys. He is missing those big time. This number 7 Serge Gnabry is not that epic Serge Gnabry anymore. Jeff, come on, big boy, come on, big. Show your big character. Ito Polina. Good moment that was. But on the other hand, look at that movement from Hiroki Ito on the pitch as well. He is most of the scene converging on those center mid pitch. And are now trying to get those numbers, trying to outnumber Bochum on the mid pitch. Guerrero, Palina, Muller. Sane, Guerrero, Sane again. It is that Leroy Sane is seen, he is getting more predictable as the days are going on. Leroy Sane, as the days are going on, he is looking much more predictable on the pitch. The opposition has found those moves which he tries to get in. Guerrero, Gnabry, Muller. Muller is also not making those passes. Ito going for those crosses. Muller inside the box. My goodness, it is Guerrero getting those second goals. Rafael Guerrero got that second goal. It is Guerrero who is showing those characters on the center mid pitch. Rafael Guerrero on the center mid pitch. It is the first time when company has involved Guerrero on the mid pitch. I was saying is consistently so many times that Guerrero is not seen on the center mid pitch. But Vincent Company now the first time in this season has put Guerrero on the mid pitch and he is getting 2 goals. Will he get a hat trick today? Boy, will Rafael Guerrero be getting a hat trick? Will that be the next option for Vincent Company if Harry Kane is getting any sort of injuries? I'm just saying for that sake. HK009 Harry Kane, if he is going to get those injuries, will that be the likes of Rafael Guerrero getting those replacements? Oh my God. Guerrero has got those 2 goals, but we need development from the likes of Sane and Gnabry on the pitch, as well as the likes of Thomas Muller to be happening. Palina is a complete midfield destroyer. He gets those opposition build-ups, destroying on the mid pitch. That is a big one. Bochum with that free kick, looking to get into the box but denied. Look at those moments from Thomas Muller. He has those experiences on the pitch, and time and again, he is seen talking to the players on the pitch and giving them those boosts. Look at that. That is a big character from him. Inside the box, oh my God, Jonas Ubik just couldn't keep a clean sheet and he has conceded. Jonas Ubik has conceded. But that was Bochum getting those into the box, those opportunities, but Jonas Ubik wasn't that aware to be seen. look at that. His eyes on the pitch. He was having a view. That was a rocket launched just so close to that. And this is Jonas Ubig not getting those clean sheets in his debut, and he has considered. It is now Bochum 1 and Bayern 2. Jonas Ubig just couldn't keep those clean sheets in his debut in the Bundesliga for Bayern, and he has conceded. But that was a rocket launched so close from the net. None of the goalkeepers in the world could have gone those deflections as well. It was a big save if Ubi could have got that. But there was no one from the centre backs, from the defensive aspect, from Bayern to get those clearances as well. Tennessee goes for Dyer. Goretzka again. Ubik is that young man on the pitch. He is seen making his moves. I'm going to talk about him. He is just 21 years of age. He is definitely having those big energies. He is having those big time also. But these are the moments where you have to show your performance, guys. These are the moments where you have to show your performance. I would have wanted Jonas Ubik to go for a clean sheet at his debut. It would have made his starting lineup appearance much eminent for Vincent Company. Thomas Muller grabbed passing, but Muller is also not looking getting in the best of his, but he is trying to make something in those build-ups. Guerrero on the mid pitch. I would definitely want to involve Stanisic in those midfield passes. Kalina on the mid pitch, destroying that. Muller. Again, it is Rafael Guerrero seen moving high up. Bayern has considered, guys. Bayern has considered. Jonas Ubik has considered. It is something which I won't have wanted to happen. Statistic in those pressure moments and Hiroki Ito on those pressure moments are doing good, as well as Eric Dyer. Those three are really impressing me a lot. Dyer going for those long through balls. It is what man is lacking. I mean, the struggling form of Gnabry and Sane, and in those creativity positions which Vincent Company with this gameplay generally wants to have, it is definitely lacking from both of them. It is that moment which now Vincent Company will be making a statement that both Leroy Sané and Gnabry are looking struggling. No denying the fact both of them are looking struggling big time. Stanisic, Goretzka, Mulo, and now Leroy Sané is dropping down and giving Hachaboy those movements. It was for Gnabry on the far post, but he couldn't get a touch to it, boy. He couldn't get a touch to it. It could have been a big goal if Gnabry could have got a touch to it and getting that into the nets, it could have been a big goal. But comparing that of Leroy Sané and Gnabry both on the pitch, I would say Gnabry is the man who is, if on a scale of 10, I would give Gnabry a 2.5 or 3, but to Leroy Sané, I would rather give 5, 5.5 or 6. Leroy Sané is the man then also contributing something out of that. Gnabry, on the other hand, is, apart from his physical presence, not getting those moves. 37 minutes on the watch. Will Bochum get those equalizers? It is now the scoreline 2-1. Bayern 2, Bochum 1. Inside the box it goes. Ubig makes that jump. That is the character. Ubig is now showing. Look at that jump from Ubig. He got those so good. He jumped like a tiger on the pitch. Gnabry again inside the box. What are you doing, boy? Oh my god. Finally, Serge Gnabry gets hit somehow. Finally, it is Serge Gnabry. Oh my god, I think it will be offside. Was that an offside? That view was looking that offside into that, but Serge Gnabry this time lacking in his confidence and went for that first shot rather on trying to give that a pass. But with those interceptions, he gets that and he nets it good. Thus Gnabry now finally has, oh my god, I think that is offside. The goal hasn't been given. Oh my god. That goal from offside, I mean from Gnabry is offside. And not being given, boy, you are having a bad time, Chef. You are having a bad time today. I mean, this season as well as the previous season, you are having that big lack of form and bad time on your pocket, boy. That is a big struggling form which Serge Gnabry is having. You can't deny that. 39 minutes on the watch. So, what do you guys think? Should Vincent Company go for those substitutions for Gnabry? Will that be happening? Will that be the moment? That was a good pass for Bochum. Stanisic this time was being overtaken, but Eric Dyer is the man who came for those rescue. To talk about these 11 players on the page for today, I mean the fresh looking lineup which Vincent Company has got. Ito, the likes of Dyer, Goretzka, Stanisic are doing so good. No denying the fact they are doing so good. But from the likes of Palina, I would like more involvement from him on the mid page. It is the likes of Palina on the mid page I would like to see much of his involvement. but he is not seen making those. Whereas I would like to see the effects of Sacha Boy and Hiroki Ito much more on those wing forward positions. Yes, now Stanisic is coming on high up. I mean, how it would be if we get those playmaking roles of Stanisic permanently on those right back positions. Because Sacha Boy, on the other hand, is also looking struggling. It is the aspects of Sacha Boy who is seen struggling. Palina is not making those one touch passes to be happening from the mid pitch. Gnabry is also struggling. Leroy Sane is also struggling, no denying the fact. Oh my god, that is a red card. Palhina has been given a red card. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What is that? A bad refereeing on the pitch? Palina got the hit of the ball first with his leg, and it is the opposition who is putting his leg high up the pitch. It is Christian Danger, the man who has given that red card to Palina on the pitch. That is Bundesliga conspiracy happening. That is some sort of Bundesliga conspiracy happening on the pitch. Palhina doesn't deserve those red cards. Look at that. It is looking disheartening. It is looking disheartening. It is looking completely disheartening on the pitch. Palhina being given those red cards. It wasn't that a red card. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is something bad. Look at that. This is something bad. Oh my god. Let me show you one thing, guys. This referee on the page, he has been involved on those bad decisions at times, and now look at that. Look at that. This man on the page, he has been previously associated with so much of controversies. Christian Dingard, a German referee, has been involved in some controversial incidents. Oh my god, look at that. I will try to put his image as well. Christian Dingard. This referee, Christian Dingard, has been associated with so many controversies. Look at that. This is the referee on the page. Where is that? Why is it not coming on to the screen? Will this come over here? No, this is also not showing. Christian Dingart is the controversial referee over here and he is making it big. No denying the fact he is making that big. He is seen making those upset moments for today. That is a bad one. That is a bad one for today. Look at that. This referee, Christian Dengart, has been previously asserted with so many controversial refereeal decisions in the past. This is a bad one. This is a bad one. This referee showing those red cards on the pitch. Oof, that is a bad one. Look at the controversial decisions. He has been involved in 177 controversial situations in the past. That is a big disheartening moment. And he has been previously seen raging against Bayern for those. And this man, Dingart, has been previously asserted with so much of the controversial decisions, and he has given those red cards. This is disheartening, boys. This is disheartening. I mean, such type of gameplays where the referral decision is so much critical into it, and this man Dingert has given those red cards. No denying the fact that was definitely not a red card to be shown. And this referee Dingert with that foul, that was a bad one. That was a bad one from him. Big disheartening one and a bad one from him. How could you just treat this to be happening in the pitch of football like this? This is a shit thing which is happening. This is a shit thing which is happening in football for a long time. How could you just treat this? This referee on the pitch, Christian Dingart, he is that ugly man who is causing those big upsets. He is single handedly causing those upsets. That red card which was shown to Palina, it was not to be given a red card. I mean, he just hit the ball first. He was there to get the ball first on his leg, and it was the likes of Bochum player who went in for those tackles. But this man Dingert gives that red card to Palina. What is that? Such referral decisions are a bit controversial, and this man over here on the screen, Christian Dengart, he is the man. He is single-handedly tried to disrupt some of those moments on the pitch. Look at those controversies which this man is having in his. He has been previously associated with 177 controversies. Look at that. It is 177 controversies for this game for this man, Christian Dengart. I mean, what about this one? Transfer market. As of now, this is only what is. This is a big controversial referee today on the pitch. You can't deny that. This is a big controversial referee for today on the pitch. Oh my god. These are a bit disheartening moments. If this is going to be like this, it is one of those disheartening moments. I need to take a break now. This is the break which is going on. I would be loving to have that break as well because this referee getting banned for those 10 men down on the pitch in the first half. What a big controversial red card this referee Kishan Dengart has shown. It is upsetting moment in the Bundesliga. It is those upsetting moments in the Bundesliga where these referees, Dengart and all, they are getting those upsets moment on the pitch. You can't deny that. That is a big upset moment which Dengart is showing for today. Give me a break of 1 minute. I will be back and we will be watching that second half as well. But on the other hand, the game between Mohun Bagan and FC Goa still. What is that? Own goal? Alberto Rodriguez got that on the 64th minute. Yes, so good about that. Yes, yes, definitely Mohun Bagan will get a win out of it. No denying the fact. No denying the fact the Super Giants are going to get the win for today as well. Oh, but this man for the game between Bayern and Bochum, this is the man, Christian Dungard, the referee who is causing those upsets. Give me a 1 minute break. I will be back. I'll be just back in 1 minute. We'll fill this coffee mug up as well. Big upset moment, guys. Big upset moments. If these referees they are going to stay like this, I mean this man Dungart, Christian Dungart, whatever his name is a big controversial man on the pitch. Christian Dungart, he is that big controversial man on the pitch. Oh my god. He is that big controversial man on the pitch. No denying the fact he is that big controversial man. That is a big disheartening moment. That is really a big disheartening moment if this is going to persist like this. I mean, what was that need of giving Palina that red card? This man on the pitch. That is a big one. That is a big one. Look at that. It was a red card. Palina is off at the alliance and is stunned, but the Portuguese, Palina is rightfully punished, going in for a 50-50 with Mosorias, that man from Bochum. The midfielder challenges with studs on up on inside of the striker's ankle. But he got the touch of the ball first, but that tackle was a bit disheartening. This man, Christian Dangart, he is that man who has caused those red cards to be happening. On the other hand, the game between Mohun Bagan Super Giants over here, one up still, it is all going, and all the fans of the Mohun Bagan Super Giants at the Yuva Bharati Krinangan, 72 minutes on the watch, are getting those big moments. And in the lineup, look at that. Molina still hasn't got, he has just brought in Dipendu Biswas, the substitution which he has got is Ashish Rai on injuries, and Dipendu Biswas, that young man making those substitutes. Whereas it is Armando Sadiku again. Oh my god, Armando. The previous season he was at Mohun Bagan, but now at FC Goa, he has got those substitutions. Oh my goodness. But will FC Goa be able to get those equalizers? Manolo Marquez, will he get that? Much of those controversial talks about Manolo Marquez as well because of his managerial role, which he is enjoying with the likes of Team India as well. But will that be enough for Mohun Bagan to get that victory? Will that be the redemption which the Super Giants will be trying to get over here? Because in the stats over here, much of the possession is being enjoyed by Goa. 7 shots they have taken, they were looking dominant. 5 from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. But that was some sort of own goal which happened, and it was Thangjom, Boris Singh Thangjom, who got that. The first goal which happened in the first half, it was denied, but still it is the Mohun Bagan Super Giants who are at the top of the table, and they are moving for those Champions League, AFC Group 2, and as well as they will be going for those ISL Cup. The shield is ours, boys. The shield is ours. That is the story which Mohun Bagan Super Giants are looking, enjoying much at the Yuva Bharati Krinangan. It is now Cummings who is coming for the substitutions. Who will be the man substituted? It is Petratos or Stewart. Punyang gets 2, Petratos, Stewart, Colasso, up on the mid pitch, tries to get it to Colasso. Colasso is running high, but no denied. So Mohun Bagan retaining the shield back to back will head to the AFC Champions League Group 2 for the qualifications. But the deciding factor that which top six teams are going to be, because Goa and Mohun Bagan have got those semi-final spots for the ISL Cup between number 3 Northeast, Bengaluru, Jamshedpur. They are all three of them are at 38 points, but Northeast has got those 17 goal differences. Bengaluru on that fourth with 11 goal differences. Jamshedpur on the fifth with -3. But Odisha and Mumbai City at the sixth and seventh spot are also on those 33 points. So if Odisha gets those 3 points and move ahead, they will be getting that. And if Mumbai City also gets those 3 points, they will move ahead. But the goal difference they are having, Mumbai City, is -1. That is what they will be lacking. No denying the fact that is what they will be lacking, because in the Indian Super League fixtures, which is remaining so far as of now, it is the likes of Punjab, Mohammedan, Jamshedpur, Chennaiyin. I mean, Jamshedpur has got a game. They will go against Chennaiyin FC. That is their last game. So Chennaiyin FC, can they stop Jamshedpur? No, Jamshedpur will already be on the top six spots because they are 5 points ahead of Odisha. So the game between, I mean, Odisha and Mumbai City will be the decider to be happening. And the fixtures of Odisha and Mumbai City, it is Mumbai City who will face Bengaluru, and Odisha, to talk about them, what is their last fixture? Where is that last picture? Odisha had against Jamshedpur. Has Odisha got all the matches they have played? Yes, Odisha has got all those matches. The last game, Mumbai City and Bengaluru, that will be the decider. If Mumbai City is going to get a win against Bengaluru, then they can stop Odisha from getting those top six spots. Mumbai City has to win that game against Bengaluru. That is the last game which is going to happen. After that, there is Hyderabad and Kerala Blasters, but that will not be a decider game. But Bengaluru and Mumbai City, that game, if Mumbai are going to get those wins over Bengaluru, then they will qualify for the top six spots for the ISL Cup. And after that, the teams in position with those third, fourth, fifth, and sixth will get those fixtures. They will be going for those top four spots. Whereas Mohun Bagan and Goa are already on those top two spots. The third and the fourth spot, which they will get, I mean, the decisive games which will be played between number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 will yield to those top semi-final spots for the third and fourth positions. So much of those decisions for those ISL Cup, who is going to get those, is also still awaiting But we will move on to the game between Bayern and Bochum. Bayern down to 10 men, and with this referee on the pitch who has caused those controversies, no denying the fact, Mr. Christian Dungart giving those red cards. That is something bad. That is something bad. Bayern down to 10 men after those 3 goals, thrashing defeat, which they caused to Leverkusen. Will they now get this lead of 2-1? It is Ubig who has got those saves. Big character to be seen from Jonas Ubig on the pitch. Oh my god, Bochum has now scored. Bochum has now scored. Jonas Ubig has considered again. Jonas Ubig has considered again. It is Bochum who has caused that equalizer. Bochum has caused those equalizers. My goodness. It was a good save from Ubig on the first post. But again, with that cross being taken, Sacha Boy not getting it. Jonas Ubig had a jump as well. Sacha Boy, the man on the right back, couldn't get those headers deflections. Guerrero again, mid-pitch, looking to get a cut in. He gets that to Sane. Sane just couldn't get that collection so good. It is Bochum who has leveled the scores. Jonas Ubig on his debut in the Bundesliga has considered twice. Stanisic on the right backs, moving high up. I mean, the forwards, if Gnabry and Sane could have contributed to some goals, Gnabry missing those penalties, it is those lack of form as well as lack of those confidence which is causing this forwards to be upsetting. What a turnaround of the table in the Bundesliga. In the previous fixture in the Champions League, Bayern thrashing Leverkusen 3-0, and now over here at Bochum, Gnabry missing penalties. What is those red card moments? Man. So this starting lineup, which Vincent Company has got that fresh into the team, it is making those bold statements that what are the changes which Bayern management definitely has to make. Gnabry again inside the box, not being able to get those shots again. Jeff Gnabry, you are lacking big in your form, boy. You are lacking big in your form. If Bayern are going to get those goals over here, it will also be the view to have that how Bayern are going to make those equalizers. This Guerrero tracking back, passes that to Ubig. Ubig is the man who is staying high up on the pitch, but in the table, those 8-point differences, because Leverkusen, on the other hand, against Werder Bremen, are trailing by 1 goal. Leverkusen, on the other hand, are trailing by 1 goal. Leverkusen are losing it by 1 goal. Bayern are dropping to those 10 men with a red card and getting those equalizers. Oh my God, Bundesliga is getting those big upsets. What if it is going to stand up to those stoppage time? If it is going to stand up to those stoppage time. Liverpool against the likes of Southampton. The game is going on in the Premier League. It is still 0 each for both the teams. But look at the lineups Xabi Alonso is having. It is Hideki, it is again Tapsoba, it is Ta. Hermoso has been picked, but Arthur, Nadantella, Wendela, Adley, Granit Xhaka, Alex Garcia on the mid pitch, and Patrick Schick. Patrick Schick is on a yellow card. Tapsoba is down to injuries. The substitutions which Alonso has got, look at that. It is Florian Wirtz, Mukiele, Palacios he has brought in into those attacks. But Leverkusen are now struggling in. The substitutions were made on those starting of the second half. And as well as for the women were denied a goal. My goodness. Look at that. It all started in the 7th minute. Manu Schmidt, the man who got that goal, that second goal was denied. That second goal was also denied. It was disallowed. So Leverkusen trailing by 1-0. Man, on the other hand, has got Bochum with that equalizers. Will that be sufficient enough to get it up to those stoppage times? Sane again trying to cut in. Guerrero on the mid pitch. It is those players who are getting outnumbered down to 10 men. The table is looking quite upsetting. The Bundesliga table as well as the stats in this game, look at that. It is Bayern who has been dominating with those positions, especially in the first half. So many passes happened. Accuracy also is so good. But 7 shots, 3 on target, and a penalty miss. Ito on the left wings. Where was that pass, boy? It is those hard work which man will have to get because this man he has caused those big upsets. He has caused those big upsets. Christian Dinger, the man has caused those upsets. Big time. No denying the fact this man has caused those big upsets. But on the other hand, Leverkusen trailing by 1-0 against Werder Bremen. It is those 60 minutes on the watch which is going on. And in these shots, Werder Bremen has been dominating. Look at that. They have got 7. Leverkusen are seen struggling. It is the game against Bayern which has caused those upsets. Will they gain those wins out of there? But look at that. This table over here in the Bundesliga. I mean, Bayern getting those draws with 62. Leverkusen with that loss will go to 53. It will be a 9 points gap. I mean, 1 point which Bayern will gain. But if Bayern are going to get those wins, they will be 11 points ahead. That is what Bayern has to get that. But down to 10 men, can they make that happen? Can Bayern make that happen? Is Bochum has got that corner to the first post, but no worries for Ubik. That is no worries for Ubik. I mean, those two shots which Jonas Ubik has got, I mean, he has attempted to get those saves, but he hasn't got that. He hasn't got that saves. That is what is looking disheartening. And on the other hand, Mohun Bagan Super Giants on those late stoppage time, 5 minutes of added time over here for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants to get those victories out of nowhere. They are going to win it big or not, because with this win, the redemption will be completely made. FC Goa have been making those eminent. Vishal Kath with that jump, oh my god, into the box. Look at that. Oh my god, my mistake, guys. It is not Vishal Kath, it is Singh who is on those goalkeeping positions, and he has been doing it good. The game is on to the stoppage time over here for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. That is a corner which the Gores are looking to get some sort of relaxation if they get an equalizer. That is a cross. Good deflection that is. Aldred getting it good. Out of those 5 minutes of stoppage time, it is now Cummings who is moving in. Cummings is the man. He has got Colasso on the wings, but no, Cummings sticks to him with the possession. That could have been a pass for Colasso, but Cummings could make that happen. Stewart is seen dropping down on those fresh legs as well. 'Pendu Biswas getting those tackles good. He has won that inside the box. Three minutes are up. Just 2 minutes left in the stoppage time. Just 2 minutes left in the stoppage time for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Again, it is a win. Petra toss. Will he get that? This is the second goal. Alex Greg Stewart has got that. The two-goal lead. It was the previous leg where it was the scoreline 2-1, and now it is 2-0. Mohun Bagan Super Giants has got that. Mohun Bagan Super Giants has got those wins. You can't deny Mohun Bagan Super Giants of anything to be happening. They are making it a clear whitewash of the season. And it was FC Goa in the previous leg. They got those upsets, and the shield is ours. Joy Mohun Bagan, guys. Joy Mohun Bagan. Good victory. Back to back shield. That could have been some sort of upsets, but what a tackle that was. Stewart finishes that so clinical. Stewart finishes that so clinical. It was against Chingam, that man, Sandesh Chingam, who has also been picked up on those centre backs for the Indian team. Look at that tackle being made against Stewart. I mean, it was Cummings who won that tackle. It is your way or the highway for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants with this two-goal lead. I think the referee should now blow the whistle. It is enough. Finally, Greg Stewart getting that goal, and he is off to the sidelines. A big roaring fans at the Yuva Bharti Kirangan with that second goal will be the top position and making it look good inside the box. The Gods Goa are looking now hopeless. They have done so good. I mean, talking about the stats, they have got those 11 goals, only 2 on target, long range shooting chances, which they have mostly got 60% of the possession, which they have got. And Manolo Marquez, look at that man. I mean, look at that man, Manolo Marquez, add to a Bharti Kirangan. Not happening for you, Marquez, boy. Not happening for you. Manolo Marquez, the man, getting those whitewash at the Yuva Bharti Kirangan. This is filling up my heart so much. I'm just enjoying this moment. 95 minutes are up. All the fans are just rolling it high. Oh my god, look at that. Yuva Bharti Kirangan is roaring high. It is filled with full capacity, and all the fans are just lighting up their torches high up. Oh my god, look at that celebration. The Super Giants has got those big wins. This is Mohun Bagan, the epic one. Oh my god. Oh my god. The shield is ours, boys. The shield is ours. You can't stop us from winning those. Mohun Bagan Super Giants has won those back to back. Look at those tears in the eyes of Petratos. And big moments for the Sobuj and Maroon, big moments for the Mariners. That is something big. Mohun Bagan back to back achieving those ISL Shield. Almost Aldred being given the player of the match. Will that be handed over? Look at that. The whole of the stadium is roaring high. Whole of the stadium is roaring high. Firecrackers being lighted up in the stadium. Look at that tifo which is being displayed. Look at that tifo which is being displayed. The fans are now just rolling down those tifos. Big moments. Our wall, shield, tifos are now being displayed. The fans are now rolling down their tifos. Look at that. Oh, दो भाई दोनों तबाही मोहन बागान डिमी Potatoes coming. Look at that celebration which is happening. The fans are enjoying it so much on the pitch. Firecrackers are being lit up. This is looking amazing. Whole of the Bhagavati Kirangan is filled with those Sabuj and maroon jerseys on the pitch. The whole of the stadium is filled with those Sabuj and maroon jerseys on the pitch. Look at this. Mohun Bagan are enjoying this big. Mohun Bagan are enjoying this big. You can't deny this. Look at that. Firecrackers being just lit up. Firecrackers are being lit up on the stands. The celebration is looking so good. I'll rate the man of the match for this game. Look at those celebrations. The green and maroon is just celebrating it so much. Oh my god, look at that. Yuva Bharti is just lit up with those green and maroon crackers. Yuva Bharti is being lit up with those green and maroon crackers. Oh my god. Minus Base Camp Ultras has lit up those green and maroon crackers. It is looking so good. Big wins, boys, big wins. Tomorrow is also that big celebration in the base camp. Look at that. Everyone has painted them in green and maroon. Everyone has painted them in green and maroon. Big wins for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Definitely a big win that is. You can't deny that. Look at that. This is a big win. And in the table, look at that. It is your way or the highway for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants, clinching the shield back to back. It is now the time for the cup also. To grab the cup also. It is that time where you have to get those cup as well. It is that moment which you have to boast. And the Ultras Mohun Bagan Mariners Base Camp has lit up those Subuz and maroon firecrackers at the Yuva Bharti. It is looking smoky and it is looking vibrant. The league winners 2024 and 25 Mohun Bagan Super Giants. We will be waiting for those celebrations to be happening. That is all from the Mohun Bagan and Mohun Bagan and FC Goa, and on the other hand, the game between Bochum and the likes of Bayern Munich. Oh my god, look at that! Look at that! It is VFL Bochum who has got those upsets. My god! Matters Barrow, the man has scored. It is Bochum 3 and Bayern 2. That is big disheartening one. That is a big disheartening one. Oh my god. It is 73 minutes still ongoing, and the man to talk about, Albert, the man Albert. This is the man, sorry, Christian Dingard, the man, the referee who has shown those red cards, because on the other hand, it is the likes of Leverkusen who are also down by one goal against Werder Bremen. My goodness. Man are down to 10 men. That is a big, big, bad one. Big, big, bad one. That is a big, big, bad one to be happening over here on the page. This is a bad one which is happening on the page. Mohun Bagan Super Giants winning those. ISL Shield again is a good watch, but on the other hand, it is the likes of Bayern getting those upsets. It is looking bit disheartening. Company to talk about him, the substitutions which he has got. He has dropped Muller, brought in Kane. He has dropped Sachaboy, brought in Lamher. He has dropped Gnabry, bringing in Musiala. Dropped Sane, brought in Olise. But that 10 men down is what they are looking struggling. Palina getting those red cards. It is the game where Bayern tried to get those players to be playing in the starting lineup who were not getting those good moments. But no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It is those slapsticks from Vincent Company who has given those statements bold and clear for those critics who were saying that he was not getting those players to be seen. Sane and Gnabry, it is the time, boys. It is the time. High time for Bayern management to get those decisions. No denying the fact it is those high time where Bayern management has to make those decisions about Leroy Sane and Gnabry. It is those moments where you have to get that. And look at this game. Bochum is time and again getting those tackles, but the referee is not showing those cards for them. But Jonas will be conceding those 3 goals. Now it is Josh Kimmich coming on to the pitch. His substitution has been made. Hiroki Ito moving to the sidelines. Leverkusen and Werder Bremen still Leverkusen down by 1 goal. In the table, it is still 9 points where Bayern are leading it. But this game all started with those 2-0 lead. I mean, in the year 2024, in the month of February, that was also those upsets which Bochum has given. When Bayern really played those big games, Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, it was the Champions League against Celtic, and again back-to-back Champions League matches against Leverkusen. Bayern has crossed those, big moments in the Bundesliga in their fixtures in the month of February and March. No denying the fact Bayern has clearly passed those big fixtures which they were having. No denying the fact Bayern got those. To talk about in the month of February, it all started with Holstein Kiel, where Bayern got 4-3. It was against Werder Bremen, where February 8, where they got it 3-0. February 13, it was Celtic, where Bayern got 1-2. That was at Glasgow. And it was in the Bundesliga, February 15th. That was at the Bay Arena, and Leverkusen and Bayern in the Bundesliga, the second leg that ended in a draw. After that, it was the Champions League fixture second leg, Bayern at home against Celtic. That was a draw, and Bayern moving to the next phase of the Champions League on aggregate against Celtic. After that, it was Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. That was a 4-0 win for Bayern. Stuttgart, it was 3-1 for Bayern. Leverkusen in the Champions League, it was 3-0 in the previous fixture, and now against Bochum. That is a goal incoming. Harry Kane with that header. Oh my God. Oh my God. Harry Kane just could have equalized on that 78 minutes. Olise again with that cross. Oh my God. It is my mistake. It was Musiala, not Harry Kane. Olise is seen making those crosses time and again. And after this, it is Leverkusen against Bayern. Union Berlin, Leverkusen and Bayern for the second leg, but that will be a dead game because Bayern already has got those 3-0 lead. After that, it is Union Berlin, St. Pauli, Augsburg. Then comes April 12th is Dortmund in the Bundesliga. April 19th, it is Heidenheim, Mainz, Leipzig, Borussia Mönchengladbach, as well as Hoffenheim. These are the 4 fixtures, as well as over here it is I mean, 10 to 11 more matches left in the Bundesliga. Bayern are keeping those Bundesliga, no denying the fact. No way it is going to be close, but it is the need of those players which Vincent Company must be finding in those attacking aspects, especially from the likes of Sane and Gnabry. Much disasters from them. It has been much disasters from Leroy Sane and Gnabry, and will definitely look to move with some sort of substitutions to be happening. Werder Bremen and Leverkusen still. Werder Bremen are one up. Bayern and Bochum, it is 3-2. What is that going to prevail up to the stoppage time? On the other hand, Liverpool and Southampton, oh my god, this is the moment of upsets. Liverpool is also getting those one goal against Southampton. Oh, that is all upsets for today, guys. It is all upsets for today. It is going all upsets for today. Only in the Indian Super League, the Mohun Bagan Super Giants are getting it. But in the Bundesliga, it is also going upsets. In the Premier League, it is also going upsets. This is happening. Damn annoying. Liverpool are also causing, getting those upsets. Will they make it? This is what happens because in between the domestic league where you are playing, you are getting those Champions League fixtures. These are the upsets which happens. On the other hand, the Mohun Bagan Super Giants are being awarded those shield. That is that celebration moment which is happening. But over here, Bayern, Musiala gets a cut in, Harry Kane. Eric Dyer with those clearances, not good enough. Sanisek, that is a good save. Ulbig makes that save this time good. Jonas Ulbig this time makes that save good. Goretzka this time. Ulbig gets that clearance good. Harry Kane. Musiala again. Make those goals happen, boys. Make those goals happen so that we can watch those Mohun Bagan Super Giants celebration moments. Make Harry Kane, take that shot, Kane. Damn it. Damn it. 84 minutes on the watch. How is that going to end? How is that going to end? Oh, no questions should be raised on Vincent Company. No denying the fact. Everyone was complaining of those starting lineups where they were not seeing those players having those enough time, but he has been making those decisions good. He make again, winning those tackles. Olise inside the box, Curtain, take that shot. Oh my god. You are getting predictable, boy. Go for those corners and make those crosses. Go for those corners and make those passes. 85 minutes on the watch. Still, Bochum 3, Bayern 2. On the other hand, Leverkusen and Werder Bremen, it is 85 minutes on the watch. It is Bremen 1, Leverkusen 0. Look at that stats. Leverkusen has been struggling it. Bayern it is 2-3, Leverkusen it is 1-0. It will be some sort of relief. That shit man Kalyan Chobe is giving those shield. That shit man Kalyan Chobe is giving those shield. Shit man Kalyan Chobe is giving those shield.
And each of those finished with a trophy. And that is the football heritage. That is the definition of a legacy club. The 2024
Mohun Bagan with its all legacy is winning it.
champions back to back for the first time in ISL history.
It is all the eyes now for the ISL Cup to be having.
Absolutely deserved. Throughout the course of the season, they have had a couple of lows, but they've had so many highs.
It is those celebration moments which is happening at the Yuva Bharati Krinangan. Mohun Bagan are really enjoying it good, no denying the fact. Mohun Bagan against Goa, that was a win, and Mohun Bagan lifting that good. But over here, man and Bochum, what is that going to happen, boys? What is that which is going to happen? Lima inside the box, Lise, Image, Frost, man. Make that happen, boys. Get those equalizers. Get those equalizers. Leverkusen, on the other hand, 87 minutes, still 1-0 down. Still 1-0 down. And in the stats, Leverkusen are now seen coming back with those numbers. But Bayern over here against Bochum are also now one goal down. In the table, if we talk about it, will be still saying that 8 goals. This is the man. This is that culprit man. He has been previously associated with 177 controversies. Christian Dinger, the man over here, and has given those red cards. He has given those red cards. Leverkusen were the women still 1-0. 89 minutes, and over here Bayern and Bochum still 3-2. Get those equalizers, boys. Get those equalizers. No one can blame Vincent Company after this. No one has the right to blame Vincent Company. It was the fans, it was us who were asking Company to bring in the substitutions of those lineups who are not getting those big play times in their bags. And he did that good. He brought in all those. Olise on the wings passes that. Lima, oh my god. Interception. Interception has again come. Bring it, big boy. Make those equalizers. Bring those equalizers. Bring those equalizers. Both Leverkusen and Werder Bremen on those 90th minutes in the stoppage time. Bayern and Bochum in the stoppage time as well. Moving on. Olise with that cross goes. Oh my god. That is a big deflection from their goalkeeper. I'm to talk about Jonas Ubik, not denying the fact he has done perform good. Jonas Ubik has performed good. He has really performed good. Which again with the cross, it is at the Alliance, guys. This game is happening at the Alliance. Get those equalizers, big boy. Down to 10 man with those controversial decisions with this man, Christian Dingert. Get those equalizers, boy, and stop this bad referee from coming into the Bundesliga. Urbig again gets it to Guerrero. Guerrero is the man who has got those two goals. Leroy Sané Grand Prix. That was a disaster, man. It is a disaster. It is now Stanisic getting that to Olise. 92 minutes on the watch. Olise on the wings. What is those celebrations VFL Bochum are making it? 93 minutes on the watch. Still 2 more minutes to go. Dyer gets that interception. Goretzka trying to find Musiala. No. Urbig. Eric Dyer. Stanisic. Make that build up. Fast, quick. Lima. Olise. Good move that is from Olise. Oh my god, look at that. There is two men marking Olise over there. Just Stanisic down on the pitch. Musiala inside the box has a fall. But Bochum has just now parked their 10 men inside the box. Make that happen big, boy. Make that happen big. Make that happen big. Goretzka goes for Kimmich again. Musiala has got it inside the box. He gets that shot. Oh my god. Musiala was inside the box, boy. Oof, 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 oof. Still 93 minutes 30 seconds. With that corner, Olise takes that header. Good one. Eric Dyer to the far post. Stanisic Urbig is the man. Musiala inside the box with those headers. Image. Lima takes that shot. Ta, ta, ta. That was close, guys. It is still 94 minutes. 1 minute more to go in the stoppage time. Stanisic. Dyer. Change the wings, boys. Change the wings. Fast. Change the wings. Ubi goes for Olise, finding him good. Lima. Olise again. Okay. Stanisic. Olise. Oh my god. 94 minutes, 40 seconds. Still 20 seconds more to go. Urbi goes for those long shots, good enough to the wings. It is Musiala who has got a cut in. He is on the edge of the box. He gives that cross. It was too far, boy. It was too far. It was too far. It was too far. Look at that shit referee, man. Look at that straight referee, Christian Dingard. I mean, it was 5 minutes on the stoppage time, and he made that whistle blow on that sharp 5 minutes. But it has been seen most of the times that the whistle has been blown after those 30 seconds or 40 seconds after those stoppage time. But he blows that whistle sharp on those 95 minutes as well, not giving those moments for Bayern to make that even happen. This is a shit refereeing which has happened. No denying the fact. This is a shit refereeing for today which has happened. You can't deny this. This is a shit refereeing which has happened, and this man, Christian Dinger, he has made that big. He has made that big, and Bayern with that loss. Leverkusen has also got those lost. Oh my god, Werder Bremen has scored twice. Thank God. Holy Christ. At least some sort of relief that is. But Bayern against Bochum, this is the man, Christian Engert. This man has scored, Christian Dengert, the man has scored those big upsets. No denying the fact. Look at this man giving those red cards to Palina. Palina got the hold of the ball first. He passes that, but after that, he steps on to the ankle of the opposition. It is that opposition player who came in to get those tackles. Stepping over onto other player after you are getting those balls back on your position is a red card, which of the rules of the world of football is stating that, but it is in the books of this man, Christian Dingard, who has made this new rule in the pitch of football. And his frustrations, previously he has been associated with 177 controversies in his name. You can check those, get this name Christian Dingard on the search, and you will find it good that he has got those 177 controversies in his name, and he has got that big upset for man. No denying the fact this man, Christian Dingert, is solely responsible. Previously, he has been associated with 177 controversies, big controversial referee over here. He has been previously associated with those big controversies. Just check his name, Christian Dingert, and his controversies. My goodness. Big controversies for this man, no denying the fact. It is that red card to Palina Bayern down to 10 men, getting those losses over here. But I won't blame the team, I won't blame the manager, Vincent Company, but some decisions which Bayern has to make, definitely. Everyone were talking about that. Leroy Sané, Gnabry, the likes of Ito, the likes of Stanisic, Boe not getting those playtime. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Ito was there. He is good on those defensive aspects, but in those contributing to the one-touch passes which Vincent Company wants, doesn't made that happen. Doesn't made that happen. Eric Dyer was on the defensive aspects at time clinical, but Vincent Company not picking up this lineup from Bayern most of the times. This is the cause. This is the reason. Stanisic was good. No denying the fact. Stanisic will be the man on the right back to be seen much. Sacha Boy again disastrous. Laresane and Gnabry, I won't consider this performance of these two will be good. But it is that birthday boy Sane, no denying the fact, not criticizing about him for today. Guerrero man got those two goals. Thomas Muller was not that clinical, but he was making that team look for those build-ups good at times. It is those ugly play times which Bayern hasn't got from these players. But this is that man, Christian Dingard, causing those upsets. And on the other hand, Werder Bremen and Leverkusen, that is a loss to Leverkusen, 2-0 by Werder Bremen. But in the Bundesliga table, if we talk about Bayern at the top, 61 points, still 8 points ahead of Leverkusen. No denying the fact Leverkusen has got those losses. Bayern has got those losses. It is those ugly upsets in the Bundesliga which has happened. But Leverkusen got those upsets because of those trailing form. Bayern with their second tier squad and getting down to 10 men with this man Christian Dengard making those red cards. That was a bad upset for today. But look at this lineup from Bayern which they were having. Look at this lineup. It was, I mean, how Wilson Company just changed the things because in this game he wanted to bring some character out of this. Thus Gnabry missing those penalties, not getting those clinical edges on the box. Thomas Muller was a bit struggling at times. Leroy Sané not happening from him. Guerrero was the man who got those two goals. If Gnabry would have got that penalty at least, apart from that penalty, he got some chances as well, but not getting those conversions. What is that midfield and the centre backs going to do when your forwards are not getting those goals? Big disheartening, big upsets for Bayern after those 3-0 thrashing defeat which they got against Leverkusen. Now that is that bad time. It is those bad time. No denying the fact at the Alliance getting those losses is a bit of disgrace, but then also you have to move it up and make those decisions. Bayern management has to really make those decisions to get those players who are not in the form. Bayern management has to get those decisions about the players who are definitely not in form. It has to be made. It has to be made. But Leverkusen losing to Werder Bremen will be putting on some sort of relief. But that is not the aspect of football which you are having. That is definitely not the aspect of football which Bayern is looking to be building. It is those wins which you have to get. Bayern to talk about their loss in the fixtures. I mean, it was the past over here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. Bayern were looking undefeated. The last defeat which they got was against Feyenoord this year. It was against Mainz. They got those. It was against Leverkusen in the DFB Pokal, 3 losses. It was Barcelona where they got in the Champions League, 4 losses. It was Aston Villa, 5 losses. Vincent Company this season has got 5 losses in his bag, but Aston Villa, that was an away game. Champions League, Barcelona, that was an away game. Champions League, 2 away games losses. Bayern against Leverkusen in the DFB Pokal, that was a disastrous one. Manuel Neuer getting those red cards. That happened at home. It was against Mainz in the Bundesliga, that was away. So 3 away games. It was against Feyenoord, that was away. 4 away games, 1 home. And it is Bochum at home. So it is Bochum at home. Bayern has got those upsets. It was Feyenoord, that was an away game. Mainz away game. 2 away games. Bayern at against Leverkusen in the DFB Pokal at home. 2 away, 2 home. My God, those are Aston Villa 1, Barcelona 2, Leverkusen 3, Mainz 4, and Feyenoord 5, and now it is Bochum 6. 6 losses for Bayern across all competitions this season, where at home they have got 2 defeats, and for the away games, it is Aston Villa, Barcelona, it is the likes of Feyenoord, and it was Mainz. The rest 4 defeats were away. So 4 away losses for Vincent Company and 2 home losses. Vincent Company so far this season has got those 6 losses in his stats. But to talk about the aspects of Leverkusen to be seeing, I mean, looking at the fixtures, let's get that calculated. It is against Werder Bremen now at home. Bayern away 2 losses against Atletico Madrid. It was the 3 losses Alonso has got. It was against Liverpool. 4 losses they have got. It was against Leipzig. 5 losses they have got. That is the 5 losses. Leverkusen has got 5 losses. No denying the fact. It is Vincent Company who has got 6 losses all in all across all competitions. It is Xavi Alonso who has got 5 losses. Leverkusen got their first defeat. I mean, apart from those club friendlies, if we talk about, it was the first loss which they faced at home was against Leipzig in the Bundesliga. That first one was at home. After that, it was Liverpool away, 1 home, 1 away. After that, it was Atletico Madrid away, 2 away, 1 home. Against Bayern, that is another. So 5 losses it is Leverkusen had, and 2 home, 3 away. That is the stats which is talking for Leverkusen. But Vincent Company now with this has got 6 losses, 4 away, 2 home. That is the comparison of the stats between Leverkusen and Bayern Munich over here. No denying the fact, but Bayern over here still remains at the top of the table with 61 points, Leverkusen 53. But in terms of getting conceding, it was Bayern who were conceding those 17 to 18 goals 3 games back, but with those big defeats, big goals being scored, now they have got those 23 goals conceded. That is a big one. Leverkusen, on the other hand, has conceded 29. Mainz has considered 26, but will Mainz be playing those Champions League next season? Frankfurt will be there. Freiburg is close to it. Wolfsburg, Leipzig in the next season, will they make it to the Champions League? Stuttgart, will they make it? The point difference between Frankfurt, Leipzig, Stuttgart is of 5 points. Frankfurt is at 42 points. Leipzig at 38, 4 points difference, and Stuttgart at 37, a 5 points difference, which Frankfurt is still boasting. I mean, the top 4 spots for the Champions League from the Bundesliga this season. Whereas Dortmund are 35, 7 points at the 10th spot. Leipzig, Stuttgart, Dortmund, if they're not going to make it in the Champions League, will that be Bayern? Will that be Leverkusen, Mainz, Frankfurt? Will they be going to make that the Champions League? But talking about this man, Christian Dingard getting those red cards to Palina, no, that wasn't. And on the other hand, Leverkusen and Werder Bremen, the game ended 2-0, which we had a detailed discussion of that. And Mohun Bagan Super Giants lifting those big ISL shield. Now they will have their eyes on the ISL Cup. as well as the AFC Champions League Group 2, where they will be placing in those group fixtures. But over here, Southampton and Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool has made those comebacks. Liverpool has made those comebacks. We will be watching it, but not on that watch along. And that is all from my side, guys. It is the end of the stream. And yes, we will be going on for those celebrations of the Mohun Bagan Super Giants as well. That is all the end from my side. And yes, tomorrow morning we'll be uploading those videos. To stay tuned for it. And yes, check those moments, all the details about the Mohun Bagan Super Giants, their victories, all the details about the Bundesliga clashes. We will be uploading in on our different social media platforms, and all the links are there in the channel description, in the video description as well. So yes, stay tuned to FC Ramsey, keep going. But Vincent Company, what to say about him? We will make that video tomorrow morning. Bye guys, good night, keep going.